You'll see the regulars are basically me and Dan with floating other people occasionally, but other people. But anyway,
part-timers and that.
At this point, there'll be a nice clever transition, maybe an intro music. I don't know. Oh, David Howard Thornton.
Oh, legend.
It's
legend.
Well, the thing is, you got me into the Terrifier movie.
Yes.
Because I think it was about 2 years, year and a half, you were telling me, watch the Terrifier movie.
Yeah.
Watch the fucking...
Yeah.
And I was like...
Every other night, it's like...
I'll get around to it, and I finally did. And I think I watched all three. After three came out, just before three came out, I watched the first two the week beforehand. And then the next week, I watched three.
Yeah.
You know, so I suppose we could cover like those first. Now... I thought that I've not seen the stuff before. One, I know it exists and all that, but I'm just taking from the movies and stuff, you know. Now the first one was obviously done on a piss poor budget.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah. It was tiny like one location, set like one location throughout the film.
It was basically there wasn't many locations. They were using what they had available, but I think where they looked out there was they had a decent makeup artist, and one hell of an actor.
Oh yeah.
You know, now, filming horror is fairly easy. Speaking as a cinematographer, type filmy person. But if you have crap talent, it's so. And also the fact they say the character.
Yeah.
Because people have tried all sorts since the heydays of the slasher film, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they managed to find something that came after, but also between the likes of Freddy and Jason and Michael Myers, and Art the Clown fits right there in that group, right? Fits right in the group. Bang on.
Yeah, because all I want to mention, never don't speak, they just facial expressions on that of work color.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I always thought that was one of the weakest things about Freddy Krueger is whenever he spoke, is they had that distorted fried vocal sound, and it just I can tell it's a distortion pedal with a bit of chorus on it.
The thing is, Freddy went downhill after the third one, anyways.
Oh yeah, It seems the Jason films, like Jason goes to fucking space.
Stupid. That's a cop out with horror films. I find like if the new sort of ideas, they all put it in space at some point. I mean, they did it with how many films now?
I know. Well, I think one of the things we were on about as well is the rumours of Terrifier 4 being set in space, which I hope they are bullshitting on.
Yeah, I know. I've seen that, and I'm thinking that's a cop out if they do that.
It's the thing is, if you think the end of 3 is where there's the bus stop, you're thinking now you've got a perfect setup for whatever you want. They've also set up her father to either be Art or a relative of something to do with that because he had nod you shouldn't have had.
Yes.
They built this entire law, so why the fuck would they suddenly send them like Kate Canaveral and go to space?
No, I know. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work on a good film.
Well, yeah. But I think people forget how good an actor he is. He's like, because I think when we started looking at like David Howard Thornton's own channel and the stuff he'd been doing like 15, 16 years, whatever back, and sitting in his bedroom or at Comic Cons, and you're like, these guys are really good at that.
You see the talent there.
Yes. I think it's a classic case of somebody who had a hell of a lot of talent that was overlooked for whatever reason.
I think he is. I mean, he's done some other films which have been a bit more budget, like The Grinch. He's actually did that Steamboat with Mingy one. It's coming out. He's going to be in that, which I'll probably watch. It's going to be one of them so bad it's good film.
Right. Some things that I always think of some actors that you can watch, and they are that good that they make the film worth it. So Michael Caine is like that. Like there were bad films with Michael Caine in it, but it wasn't a bad Michael Caine film because he was still a bloody good actor.
Because he never really changed character, did he?
Well, exactly. I mean,
he was him.
Yeah, and I think so. Like. We were cracking on, and everybody on about Matt Pearson, about, David Howard Thornton and all this. Now it's past videos of Dan and vice versa.
Yeah.
And we'd seen the stuff he'd done as the Joker, like in his bedroom and at the Comic Con.
Yeah.
And we both said, this man must play the Joker on some of the halfway decent budget, because he's going to be mint.
Yeah.
And of course, the shorts just went off a couple of days ago. And I saw it, and I passed it to you, right? Like, okay, I'm just going to let you talk about your thoughts on that.
Oh, man. Well, the first thing I noticed, I mean, he's got these elements of different Jokers throughout the years. That, like you said, Heath Ledger, and Cesar Romero's there. Even the Jack Smile.
Yeah.
I felt.
Yeah. There's a lot of Mark Hamill there.
And also there's obviously all the clown influences by the facial expressions there, of course. Basically, I seen a comment someone said it would be up. They wanted article of beefy spoke.
Yeah. The only problem I had about that whole entire thing, because I realised it was done in a shoestring budget, was they did the same Fry vocal effect overdrive as they did with Freddie. And I'm like, no, just let the guy act without any vocal effects because he's good enough to carry it.
Doesn't need it.
No, he doesn't need it.
He just has a little bit of Comic-Con world effects and some great.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
so why ruin it? Why do that?
Yeah, I think that was one misstep. You know, but I think if
That's
you
freaking solid.
give that guy, you know, the Hollywood treatment with a good script, with a classic Joker, not reinventing the fucking Joker, you need to stop doing that because it has a shelf life.
Yeah.
You know, if you do, the reason the Joker works in the comic is because it's a bloody good character. And if you keep the Joker as the Joker, but somebody who really knows how to play it. Now, that what I like is the fact that they kept the exaggerated facial shape. That's the main part of the Joker. You know,
and also got stop turning into a fucking musical film.
yeah, it's like we don't mention that.
No, we don't.
There are two Jokers we don't mention.
Yes.
That's one of them.
Yeah.
The other one being Leto. Yeah, but I think looking at that there, my fear here is because there's already films in production, which means they'll plan sequels. And that funding will be in place or planned. But it could be another 10 or 15, 20 years before he gets a chance. And all you need to do is just, no, don't do that shit because it's not going to do as well as just give it to this lad, give it a good director that knows how to direct an actor, some bloody good makeup artist, a good cinematographer in DP, a good person in charge of lighting, a good gaffer and stuff like that. It'll make a lot of money. You know, I've always said that one of the feelings with the DC stuff is the film stuff is a lot more ropey than the animated stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Many people have said just give it to the animated division.
Yes.
And they'll make a mint movie. I don't know why they don't.
I know, right? I don't know. Oh, yeah. But like apart from but on the whole, the films, given the budget, it was really well done.
Yes.
So, but like even like the gore effects that they use, like when the guns fly out at the end, I was thinking that could easily be a Terrifier thing.
Well, I think the one bit that got me on was when he picked the crowbar up and then stopped like that, because of course in the comics that's how he beats the shit out of Jason Todd and he crowbar.
Yeah, there's actually a cartoon version where it does that as well.
Yes, there is. Yeah,
Red Code or something.
Yeah.
So I was watching that scene and I thought
that's what's going to happen. And suddenly they flip the script on it.
That was really brutal actually for the cartoon.
It was. You know, so we were saying the other night. You know, we'll talk about this like. When they did what's the name of it? The Killing Joke. Now Mark Hamill always said he'd only ever come back from Killing Joke.
Yeah.
You know, Stephen Kevin Conroy, and what did they do? Instead of going right, let's let them go out on the high, they half-assed it. They added an intro scene that was not needed.
Oh yeah.
The animation was like 7 frames a bloody second, which looked like it looked like rhubarb and custard from when I was a kid.
Yeah,
that was
necessary. That was.
It really was, and it was a shame because it's a good graphic novel. It's one of the classics.
Yeah, it didn't need that.
It didn't need it, and I think if you look at the graphic novel itself, it's open-ended. How it ends in the last page.
Yeah.
Because either the quiet and the Joker gets arrested, or it's quiet because the Batman's tracked and killed the Joker. You know, and. You know, it's never been clarified one way or another which one it is.
Yeah, because even the film's left going into intimidation. What happened after that? Because all you see is him going off screen and him basically shouting because his friends died.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Right.
So that was quick. I mean, there may be a sequel to it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Although I don't know how to play it across.
It's possible. I'm just hoping they don't go anywhere near the 3 Jokers on, because when I read of that, I didn't read all of it. I'm like, this is fucking bullshit. It's like, this is just, it was like a throwaway line, I think, with the whole thing with Batman with the Mobius chair, right? And, which one? Because, what do you mean, which Joker?
I know, right?
And then the trouble is they had to put the full stop at the end of the sentence. They had to deliver on the punchline, and they couldn't.
Yeah.
You know, it's like sometimes writers can get too clever for themselves. Classic one of that is, Stephen Moffat, when he was writing the Doctor Who, he had these large, overarching arcs over multiple series, and the payoff would be bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, And to be fair, Russell T Davies tried out, like, you know, like with it in the first series, we should get one. And everybody went, but wait a minute, that seems wrong because in the previously earlier on, there wasn't a sign there, right? And that's
Yeah, I never spotted that.
yeah, and it wasn't a continuity effort. He just thought, nobody would notice. It's like the fans that are the most picky: Star Wars fans, Star Trek fans, Doctor Who fans, people that these people like look at the minute, they get off on it, right?
Oh yeah.
Like if he's wearing the wrong colour fucking shoelaces, they know, and they will have a blog about the reason why he's got the wrong colour shoelaces.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah.
I understand.
I think one of the things that's known about Russell T Davies is he's very good at procrastinating. There's plenty of times, there's just documented cases when he was running things before, where he would still be writing the script in the taxi or his memo on the way to the studio to deliver it.
The toilet at some point.
Yeah, and he just would try and fudge it at the end and hope it worked. Sometimes he managed it. Sometimes he hasn't. You know,
credit where it was due. Something.
He's a talented guy, but I think
at the same time, just like it's not comfortable.
Yeah, I think when you go to showrunner like that, you need somebody behind the scenes to give him a rock up the arse every now and again to make sure he does the shit. You know, but no, I think like a lot of the films that are coming out, like you know, upcoming, there's not much I'm looking forward to.
No, to be honest, the same. There's a few films I'm like, I mean, I've still want to see that heavy with Hugh Grabbing because I know it's out of his comfort zone. Because you're not used to seeing that kick in the road.
Yeah.
And from what I've heard, it's doing really well. So fair play to him.
Well, the thing I keep sitting there and wanting to go and watch Nosferatu, but the trouble is, I like the original black and white one, even though it's not the complete film. I was shot. I also like the thing that was done in the 80s or the 90s, and it was basically a horror film that's set around the filming of Nosferatu, and the whole idea that Max Schreck was actually a vampire. And it was a mint film, quite low budget, but it was a mint film, you know. So my brain's going, why do we need another one?
No.
You know.
I know, they just seem to be like just releasing films for the sake of it now, don't they?
The thing is, it's what I was saying to my wife today, or say us, the thing is, people say, well, why are they rehashing things? There's nobody got any new ideas. There's plenty of people have new ideas. They just don't get the bloody chance to film it.
No, I know, they just tend to really do remix and rehashes, and it's laziness in a way sometimes.
It is, and it's no different to music as well.